Hi, Jason Goodall at GQue Barbecue. Who doesn't like a BLT? Today we're going to make a non-traditional BLT, and that we're going to try to make it look like a sushi roll. If you want to see how we do that, it's coming up right now. So today's inspiration comes from the Delish Facebook page. I saw them doing a bacon roll-up, and I thought it would be interesting to try to put our own twist on it and do a BLT roll-up slash sushi roll. We're going to try to sneak a couple of different flavors in there during the cooking process. We're also going to pay close attention to cooking it just right, so that if we overcook it, it's going to be too crumbly and it's going to fall apart. However, if we undercook it, it's going to be tough and chewy. So we want to get it just right, as well as sneak in some additional layers of flavor so we get this awesome BLT sushi roll. All right, the first thing we're going to do is make our bacon weave. To make our bacon weave, we're going to take 6 strips of bacon. I always like using the thick cut. If you have a choice in the supermarket, always go with the thick cut when making the bacon weave. Also, you want to keep your pieces as tight together as possible. The next thing I want to do is add some rub to it. The rub's going to do 2 things. Not only is it going to impart some flavor into the bacon, but it's also going to give it nice color as well too. We're going to go ahead and put it in a little pan like this and on a rack so that all that grease and fat can drip down and that the bacon can cook evenly on all sides. However, we want to smoke these or cook these at 375 for about 20 minutes. I've got green leaf lettuce today. I'm a huge fan of bib lettuce or butter lettuce. However, they didn't have that today, so I just picked up some green leaf, which will work fine. For the tomatoes, these today we're using are the Hot House tomatoes. The most important thing when selecting a tomato is just make sure it's nice and firm. You don't want anything soft, because we're going to cut these super thin, and the firmer it is, the easier they're going to be to cut. Certainly use whatever tomatoes you like. After all, again, this is your BLT roll. So the next thing we're going to do is season these up. Just a little bit of salt and pepper will do just fine. Our bacon weaves have been in there for 20 minutes at 375. So I promise you one more little trick. We're going to take some maple syrup and brush that onto one side of the bacon weave. We're going to go ahead and flip these guys and put them back in the smoker for about 10 minutes to let that syrup set and cook the other side of the bacon. The next thing I'm going to do is make a dipping sauce for our BLT roll. 2 ingredients, mayonnaise and wasabi. I'm making this particular dipping sauce kind of mild, so we're going to go 5 parts mayonnaise, 1 part wasabi. If you have a lemon, go ahead and squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in there. That'll really brighten up the flavors as well too. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and layer the flavors into this BLT roll. First thing we're going to do is lay down a very thin layer of mayonnaise. Then we're going to follow that up with some tomato. And then after that, we're going to put a layer of lettuce on top of that. And finally, we're going to roll this guy up. I'm going to make a confession. I have never used a sushi roller before, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. For someone who's never rolled sushi before, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. And it just goes to show you, if that's something I can do, then you can certainly do it as well too. So let's go ahead and cut them and see what we got. So Chuck was out there having lunch. I immediately saw him, told him to come back here in the kitchen and see what we're doing with this BLT roll. So Chuck's going to taste it and let us know what you guys think. So now for my favorite part, the taste test. Wow, absolutely delicious. This is definitely something I would make again. Chuck, what did you think?
I thought it was fantastic. It's incredible. Exactly like the BLT. Loved it.
Yeah, totally. The key is just not overcooking that bacon. We overcook that bacon, it gets crispy, it falls apart, and we don't have kind of that roll, that imitation kind of sushi roll. I thought maybe there might have been a little bit too much mayonnaise. For me, I want the bacon to be the strong flavor in there. I got the lettuce, I got the tomato, I got probably a little more mayonnaise than I would have liked, and I certainly got that bacon. But all in all, that was absolutely fantastic. Anything else?
100% agree. I'm a mayonnaise guy, so I didn't mind it. Bacon was spot on.
How was the dip? I noticed you tried the dip.
The dip was good.
Good, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, guys, if that looked good, if that's something you want to try, give us a thumbs up.
Do it.
Who we got visiting us today?
Chuck Dr.
Jason Ganal, GQue Barbecue. We'll see you guys next time.